Where's my money? Where's my bleeding money?
1 month? Maybe I shouldn't have borrowed money from Billy Stowes. The man has a slight psychotic streak, I'm afraid. I had until the end of the month to procure him with the money, or he would stab me so full of holes I wouldn't cast a shadow. My parents dead, their money spent, deserted by friends. The task seemed insurmountable. But then it dawned on me that I had at my disposal no less than £3 million if my dear old grandpapa were to pass away. Lord Windleborough was now in the winter of his life. He had managed to father 3 children who had given him 4 grandchildren. Don't mind the picture. Being the youngest, the only path open to me would necessarily involve a lot of, well, farewells and goodbyes. I had no choice but to set my scruples aside and get cracking. Cousin Gregory was a drunken lout who had squandered his fortune on cards and loose women. I dare say he was good friends with Mr. Daniels and Mr. Walker. I decided to put the battered old sod out of his misery. A slight push set in motion the recovery of my fortune. The apparent ease of my first endeavour gave me the confidence to tackle a more difficult prey. Frowning upon all profane merriment, Uncle Jeff had an upper lip stiffer than a wooden beam nailed to a wooden beam. He would find himself in his much-coveted paradise sooner than expected. After these unhappy events, I felt I had really hit my stride, disposing of my cousin Robert, who suffered a nasty injury. Cousin John was in a terrible car accident, and Uncle Rafe had an unfortunate allergy attack. With 1 week to go, I was now 1 man away from my rebirth as a prosperous citizen. In light of recent events, my grandfather had turned from a stout gentleman of ripe age into a wreck, defeated and adrift. I simply stood by and watched him founder. Oh, cruel world! However, with the end of the month now just a day away, the old man's clock kept ticking. Hooray! Of course, he was very weak. It would be terrible if something were to happen to him. A scare, perhaps. The following evening, I was bringing him his nightcap when a brutish voice behind me called out,
Oi, time's up, Wally boy. If I can't have your money, I'll have your life.
There was no reasoning with the beast, and rolling and boxing, we crashed into Grandpapa's chamber. Struggling with Billy, I noticed how the old man gasped for air before falling flat on his face, as dead as a Christmas turkey. To my surprise, Billy proved not to be as thick as a short plank. With Billy out and my grandfather dead, I finally had money to burn. Huzzah! How I looked forward to the endless soirees with dancing, girls, drinks, and girls dancing and drinking. Or not. Billy's knife had unfortunately pierced both of my lungs. As I lay there, I couldn't help but think that, at the very least, I, Walter St. George, would die a wealthy man.